In 1971, Apollo 14 astronaut Edgar Mitchell became the sixth person to walk on the moon. He was a trained pilot and an engineer operating at the absolute peak of empirical physical science. On the flight home, Mitchell had a moment to look back at Earth. He experienced what astronauts call the overview effect, a sudden, intense psychological shift where he felt a profound sense of universal connectedness with the cosmos. When his boots hit the ground, Mitchell wanted to understand exactly what had happened inside his head. He set out to apply the rigorous scientific method to this subjective phenomenon of inner space. He wanted to measure the mind. But that sincere curiosity birthed an institution that now uses his NASA credentials to undermine the very scientific method that put him on the moon. In 1973, Mitchell founded the Institute of Noetic Sciences. Noetic comes from the Greek word for intuitive knowing or inner wisdom. In its early days, the Institute's work looked a lot like standard laboratory research. Over the next 50 years, the strict empirical standards degraded. The laboratory focus drifted away from conventional psychology and into the fringes of parapsychology, running tests on telepathy, precognition, and energy healing. The Institute packages these fringe theories with an academic veneer, providing a steady supply of supposedly peer-reviewed content to massive alternative media distribution networks like Gaia TV. By monetizing specialized courses like The Science of Channeling and awarding annual research prizes of up to $100,000, IONS has transitioned from a simple laboratory into the intellectual engine of a sprawling New Age ecosystem. To understand what they are actually selling, we have to look at a core thesis pushed by Mark Gober, an author and active board member of the Institute. He calls it the upside-down framework. This diagram illustrates the standard materialist model. It shows biological matter, like the human brain, firing neurons to generate an abstract energy field called consciousness. Gober reverses the flow. In his upside-down model, consciousness is fundamental. It exists first, literally manufacturing our biology and physical matter. If consciousness builds matter, then your thoughts can physically shape reality. Selling the idea that human intention can manifest wealth, health, or success is the financial bedrock of this entire media pipeline. Sociologists call this epistemic legitimation. It's the practice of hijacking the complex vocabulary of quantum physics to give spiritual beliefs a sense of authority. IONS is now applying this framework directly to technology, offering research prizes to explore conscious AI. This attempt to spiritualize silicon comes just as we face a looming objective reality, the artificial black swan. A black swan is a rare, devastating event that shatters our expectations. An artificial black swan is an engineered catastrophe, a cascading, unpredictable failure driven by the inherent complexity of the systems we've built. This chart shows why machine learning is vulnerable. These systems are inductive. They only know how to predict the future based on past data. When an unprecedented, off-chart data point appears, the models possess no capacity to reason about a reality they haven't already seen. Surviving a catastrophic algorithmic collapse requires intense empirical stress testing. If we replace this objective analysis with the IONS manifestation worldview, we abandon the only tools capable of measuring where these physical systems actually break. We are building artificial intelligence systems at a massive exponential scale, completely unable to predict their future behaviors. Navigating these incredibly complex threats requires hard empirical data, objective mathematical analysis, and a firm, uncompromising grip on material reality. The ecosystem surrounding the Institute of Noetic Sciences teaches the public to do the exact opposite. It trains people to treat objective material facts as subordinate to their personal feelings and intentions. When enough people adopt this mindset, society develops epistemological fragility. We lose our shared, rigorous mechanism for determining what is objectively real and what is just a comforting fiction. Legitimizing pseudoscience through technical language actively dismantles our ability to perceive, measure, and prepare for the technological crises barreling right toward us.